Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the dealership door, and what we're left with is raw, unfiltered, seat of the pants driving truth. If you're new here, buckle up, because we don't sugarcoat and we don't sell dreams. We just get behind the wheel and find out if the machine lives up to the name it wears. Exterior today, we've got something that's not trying to be the flashiest SUV on the block, but it just might be the smartest. The 2026 Honda Passport is here, refreshed, refined, and ready to remind us why Honda has always had a knack for no-nonsense utility with a sprinkle of driver fun. It's the SUV that doesn't shout hey, but it doesn't whisper either. It just shows up, does the job, and drives away without a fuss. But the real question is, in 2026, is that enough? Let's start with what you see first at the outside. The front end has gotten a clean refresh. It's sharper, more squared off, and finally looks like it means business. The grille's been widened, the LED headlights are slimmer and meaner, and there's this new mesh pattern that screams rugged premium. The bumper's chunkier too, especially on the TrailSport trim, which we drove and with that orange accented skid plate, it gives you the hint that this thing's not afraid to get a little muddy. It's not over-styled, not trying to copy Range Rovers or German SUVs, and honestly, that's refreshing. Move around to the side and you'll see what makes the Passport feel different from a lot of its mid-size rivals. It's wide, it's tall, but it's got these short overhangs that give it a more athletic stance. The wheel arches are more defined now, filled by either 18 or 20-inch wheels depending on the trim. The TrailSport we drove had those all-terrain tires that not only look the part but actually bite pretty well off-road. No fake vents, no unnecessary plastic cladding here, just a clean, muscular profile that means business. From the back, the Passport sticks to the same no-fluff philosophy. The tailgate's design has been cleaned up a bit. The LED taillights are now full width and smoked for a sportier look, and there's just enough chrome to keep things feeling upscale without going full mall runner. One nice touch, Honda finally ditched the fake exhaust tips and gave us clean cutouts and a hidden system. It's honest, and in a segment full of over-style nonsense, it's appreciated. Interior, step inside, and this is where the Passport might just surprise you. It's still a two-row SUV, meaning no cramped third row here, and that means the second row is limousine-level roomy. The seats are wide, well padded, and in the TrailSport trim, covered in water-resistant synthetic leather with orange contrast stitching that actually looks a broken bar cool. There's a real sense of quality here. Soft touch materials on most surfaces, solid-feeling switchgear, and finally, a properly sized touchscreen. Honda's new 12.3-inch infotainment system finally feels modern, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, better resolution, and way faster response. There's also a 10.2-inch digital gauge cluster that, unlike some rivals, doesn't try to mimic a video game. It just gives you the info you need without distractions. Climate controls are still physical, bless Honda for that, and there's a wireless charging pad tucked neatly where your phone actually stays put. Rear passengers get vents, USB ports, and enough space to cross their legs. Again, this is what happens when you don't cram in a third row just to show off. Now, let's talk about how it drives. Performance under the hood. Nothing revolutionary, but also nothing that needed fixing. You've got Honda's tried and true 3.5-liter V6 pushing out 285 horsepower and 262 pounds-feet of torque. No turbocharging, no electrification, just an honest naturally aspirated power plant hooked up to a smooth 10-speed automatic transmission. And it works. Throttle response is crisp, shifts are quick and well-timed, and the power comes on clean all the way up the rev range. Is it the quickest SUV in its class? Number. But it's got more than enough grunt to pull you onto a freeway or up a mountain road without breaking a sweat. And then there's the ride. This is where the 2026 Passport really sets itself apart. It's tuned for comfort, yes, but not slop. There's minimal body roll in corners, excellent damping over rough pavement, and just enough steering feel to let you know what the front wheels are doing. The TrailSport adds an off-road tuned suspension with hydraulic bushings that eat up rocky trails without rattling your teeth, and the torque vectoring all-wheel drive system. It's not just for snow days. It'll actually send power side to side to help you rotate through corners or power out of loose dirt. It's one of the better AWD systems in the class, hands down. And yet, despite all this capability, the Passport still pulls 20 mpg in the city and 25 on the highway. Not bad for a V6-powered, all-wheel drive SUV that can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So yeah, practical? Check. Powerful? Check. And fun enough to keep you awake during the school run? Definitely. Now, let's talk numbers. The 2026 Honda Passport starts at around $43,000 for the Bass XL trim, which comes pretty loaded with leather, a sunroof, heated seats, and all the safety tech. The TrailSport trim we tested sits around $47,500, adding the off-road goodies, upgraded suspension, and unique styling elements. And if you want to go all in, the Elite trim crosses the $50,000 line, giving you ventilated seats, premium audio, and the hands-free tailgate. Are there cheaper options? Sure, but few of them offer this blend of space, V6 power, all-wheel drive capability, and Honda reliability. And unlike some competitors, the Passport isn't trying to be everything to everyone. It's not pretending to be a luxury SUV. It's not trying to sell you gimmicks. It's just a solid, grown-up vehicle that knows exactly what it is. A comfortable, capable, and confident two-row SUV for real-world drivers. So, where does that leave us? The 2026 Honda Passport isn't flashy. It's not going to turn every head at the valet. But if you're the kind of driver who values function over fluff, space over style points, and real-world capability over brochure bragging rights, then this might just be your next SUV. It's the kind of vehicle that doesn't try to impress you and somehow ends up doing exactly that. If you're tired of overcomplicated tech, turbocharged everything, and SUVs that pretend to go off-road but panic at a puddle, the Passport is a breath of fresh, practical air. Honda didn't reinvent the wheel here, but they did give it a damn good alignment. That's it for today's real-world review. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because here at Car Flash, we don't care what the badge says, we care how it drives. Let us know in the comments. Is the 2026 Passport the underrated SUV of the year, or does it play it too safe in a market that's going wild? Thanks for watching, and as always, keep it real, keep it trolling, and we'll see you next time on Car Flash.